Well, hello and welcome to another videotaping of Girlfriend's Guide to Homeschooling. And I'm Angela Jordan Perry. I am your girlfriend here and looking forward to just sharing some ideas and thoughts with you along this homeschooling journey. So just by way of introduction, with Girlfriend's Guide to Homeschooling, the focus is not to speak about, specific laws in a state regarding homeschooling, but just to speak on general focuses and topics as it relates to homeschooling and the homeschooling journey. Okay, so I have been homeschooling myself for 17 years now with 8 children, 2 of which I've graduated and 1 to graduate this year. And so just a new phase of life as my children are moving on. But one of the things I wanted to talk to you about, which we did often along the homeschooling journey, just because, one, not that it was planned, but just because we were just always on the go, busy. And every moment of the day was a great opportunity to be learning and having school. And so the topic for the day is talking about carschooling. Have you heard of this before? Carschooling. First of all, if you're joining me by Facebook, welcome. I always appreciate your hearts and your thumbs up. That helps a lot. And also, please take a moment and share this on your Facebook page if you are on Facebook. And if you're joining me by YouTube, again, I welcome you to share this onto your social media platforms and share it with another homeschool girlfriend who may appreciate just hearing this idea that we're going to talk about today. And again, give me your comments. I do respond to them later during the broadcast, or I can chat with you live now on YouTube. So thank you again for joining me, and I look forward to you chiming in. Just subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Facebook so that you can always stay in the know when I come live or something like that, okay? So very good, thank you. So again, our conversation today is about carschooling. And in our family, when my children were younger and I was just new to homeschooling and really thought that I needed to do this, that, and the other and be here, there, and everywhere with them in their homeschooling journey, we did a lot of carschooling. Carschooling can take a lot of different forms. One just as simple as, having your school books, if you school with a traditional way with school books and your notebooks, and they're in the car getting it done. Okay, but then there's also these creative ways of carschooling where you can incorporate all of your subjects. And so I wanted to share some creative ideas that I have come across in this book that I'm reading, and then add some other stuff to it too that you can consider. So when you think about carschooling, it's just using your car generally, or your van, your vehicle, as your schoolroom. And from there, everything being extension. Thank you for joining me on Facebook here. But from there, everything is an extension for learning. So think about if you wanted to focus on geography in your carschooling. Now, carschooling, granted, could be your trip from your home to a destination. It can be on your vacation trip where you think that's vacation and no time for school, but utilize that time that you're on vacationing and you're in your car, because you can definitely count that as a school day, I guess, depending on the state you're in. But it can be counted as a school day if there's learning involved, depending on how long of the day is. Again, that just depends on your state. But if there's, if it fits within your regulations of what I'm going to share for homeschooling in your state, let's run with it. So if you're traveling on a vacation and you're using your vehicle as your schoolroom, then hey, let's talk about geography. Along the journey, give them your cell phone, let them take pictures of these different destinations, something that stands out for them. I don't know, it could be your different pictures, maybe a mountain they saw, maybe monuments, maybe just different destinations. Make a geography scrapbook of pictures. Get home, print them out, put them in a journal or a notebook, and there you go. You've talked about geography. You can study about it more in depth. You can have them write about it. Then you've incorporated some writing there. All right, so that's just one idea. If you are definitely looking to use your car as your school room, then you can certainly also utilize science. You know, think of the ways that you can utilize science in your car. You know, give them a magnifying glass, give them some different manipulatives in their hands, have them find what elements they can find from the element table as they're driving along. So, you know, those will be great. All right, for literature, forget it. Literature is endless when you're in your car. When my kids were growing up and we were in the car, if they weren't doing schoolwork, then we were always listening to an audiobook, always. And so they got a lot of good books in just from hitting the library and finding out various books on tape. There wasn't a time just to be sitting idle in our car and looking out the window. It was always learning, and they got a hold of some great literature. You know, we went through all of Narnia. We went through what was it? The guy in the Told book. I can't remember the name of a book, but I mean, just tons of books that we went through together as a family. Whenever we traveled on vacation, we always loaded up on literature books from the library, and we just listened to books. Again, when you're camping, another opportunity to hit literature. So I told you, okay, let's see. Physical education. Can you do physical education in your car? Well, if you're going on a trip and it's a long trip, then yeah, have them do so many arm circles or flutter kicks with their legs, or you know, hands over, you know, just different things. So normally if you're sitting down, you can utilize your arms and you can utilize your legs, scissor kicks and that type of thing, and make them do them for so long. Make them hold their legs up for so long a period. That strengthens their muscles in their legs, okay? Art and music. Some great things you can do about that. You can actually have some art books and come along, and if nothing else, they're looking through them and just educating themselves. Choose an art piece, and then they read about it and have them then give an oral report in the car about it. Okay, that's a great way. If they're in the years of learning multiplication for math, hey, multiplication drills are always a great thing to do when you're in the car schooling. So those are just a few things that, you know, right off the bat that I could think of utilizing every single moment in that car. So if you're in that car traveling and here and there and whatnot, think of all the ways that you can plan, hey, crafts in the car. We would even purchase just little quick games that they can play one-on-one with themselves as we travel. So there was never an idle time in our car. It was always an opportunity to learn. And we just literally took our homeschool on the road. So the possibilities are endless. You know, of course, there's simple things when it comes to just language arts, depending on their ages, alphabets and learning the sounds, and you saying, if I put these letters together, what sound would it make? C-A-T or T, and what would that word be? You know, just helping them to work on that depending on their level. If they're older, then hey, let's drill through the parts of speech. Let them tell you the parts of speech, how to diagram a speech. So if you give them a sentence, can they diagram it without drawing it? Can they verbally do that? How about them just creating stories? Quick, we used to do this too in the car. Quick 2-minute stories where they would just discuss, you create and who can be the most creative. And then the next person would carry on from that story. And then the next person would carry on from that story. So that would be great. How about just doing definitions, you know, dictionary learning? So they had their dictionaries, or either you have on index cards, or you come up with the word and say, can you tell me what that means? You know, having that conversation. So those are some ideas for just car schooling. If you have some ideas, please share them with me. I would love to hear them. Put them in the comments, add them here in your Facebook thread. And if you have questions for me, particularly and specifically about some creative idea or something you want to know about as it relates to general homeschooling, then email me at gg2homeschooling@gmail.com. Again, you can post it in the comment section, and I will get back to you with those ideas. So thank you for giving me some questions and helping me develop some content for what we can talk about. Okay, so again, this has been Angela Jordan Perry with Girlfriends' Guide to Homeschool. Girlfriend, I am glad that you joined me today, and I look forward to you subscribing to me on my YouTube channel and following me on my Facebook page. So every time I go live, then you can stay connected and just be in the know when I am live, or at least follow up later to see what I have out as far as new information. My website is www.uchunlimited.com. I'm in South Carolina, where I am a director. I am an administrator and owner of an Option 3 Accountability Association. So if you're in South Carolina, look me up and let's see if we can get connected. And if not, then I pray that you find value from this information that I share on Girlfriends' Guide to Homeschooling. And so take care until the next time. Have fun on the journey. It goes so fast. Make it memorable, and stay with a girlfriend who will encourage you and root you onward. Okay, so take care. Have a wonderful homeschooling day. Bye-bye for now.